Chosen one, I need you to pause whatever you are doing right now and give your full attention to what I am about to say. Early this morning at exactly 5:55, something extraordinary happened. I was suddenly awakened by the clear, unmistakable voice of God. It was not a quiet thought, and it was not a gentle impression in my spirit. It was a real, audible voice that spoke 3 words that carry the power to completely transform your life. The words were simple, yet overwhelming in authority. Reset is initiated. The moment those words echoed in my room, I sat straight up in bed, completely awake and alert. Before I could even begin to process what had just happened, I was immediately pulled into the most vivid and detailed vision I have ever experienced. What unfolded before me in those early morning moments was unlike anything I had ever seen, and I need you to understand something very clearly. This vision was not just about you, it was for you. By the time you finish hearing this message, you will realize something that may feel almost impossible to comprehend. The life you were living yesterday has already ended, and a completely new life is already beginning to load into place. Let me say it again with absolute certainty. Heaven has initiated a divine reset over your life. Every setting that was incorrectly configured is now being recalibrated. Every system that was malfunctioning is being repaired. Every program that was corrupted is being deleted and replaced. This is not a simple adjustment. This is not a minor repair. This is a full system reset. Everything you once knew is being cleared away. Everything that kept you stuck is being terminated. Every limitation that held you back is being removed from your life. And when this reset finishes, you may not even recognize your own reality anymore. You will begin operating at levels you never knew were possible. You will gain access to dimensions you could never reach before. You will function with a capacity you have never experienced in your entire life. The divine reset has already begun, and nothing can stop it now. Now let me explain what I witnessed in that vision, because understanding what I saw will help you grasp the true magnitude of what is happening in your life right now. In the vision, I suddenly found myself standing inside what looked like an enormous control center. It was unlike anything I had ever seen before. Imagine the most advanced technological command room you can picture, filled with systems and displays monitoring every possible detail. But this was not human technology. This was heavenly. The entire room was covered with enormous screens stretching across the walls. Each screen displayed the life of a different person. I could see financial conditions, relationship dynamics, health situations, career paths, spiritual development, emotional states, and countless other aspects of human existence. Every detail was being monitored in real time. As I stood there trying to understand what I was looking at, an angel approached me and gently said, "Come with me. There is something you need to see." The angel led me across the room toward a specific section of this massive control center. When we finally stopped, my eyes were drawn to a particular screen. At the very top of that screen was your name. Your entire life was displayed in front of me. Every detail was there. Your financial settings, your relationship parameters, your health configurations, your life timeline, your opportunities, your struggles, your spiritual growth. Every part of your existence was laid out with incredible precision. But something immediately caught my attention. Every single setting on your screen was flashing red, not just a few of them. Every single noticed the confusion on my face and began to explain what I was seeing. Red, the angel said, means misconfigured. Red means the system is operating below its intended design. Red means the enemy has interfered with the original settings. Red means the life you are seeing is not functioning the way it was created to function. In other words, everything about the configuration of your life had been tampered with. As I stared at the screen again, the realization struck me like a powerful wave. Your life has been running on the wrong settings. You have been operating with corrupted programming. You have been limited by configurations that were never meant to belong to you in the first place. As I continued staring at your screen, trying to process what the angel had just explained, something even more powerful happened. A presence entered that section of the control room. Immediately the atmosphere shifted. The authority in the room became heavier, stronger, undeniable. I looked up and saw an angel approaching, but this was clearly not an ordinary messenger. The moment I saw him, I knew this was an archangel, one carrying immense authority from heaven itself. Even from a distance, you could feel the power surrounding him. He walked directly toward your screen with absolute confidence, as if he had come for a very specific assignment. When he stopped in front of the display that contained every detail of your life, the entire room seemed to fall silent. Then he spoke a single command: "Initiate divine reset." The moment those words were released, something incredible happened. Every screen in that entire section instantly went dark. Everything that had been displayed about your life vanished in a single moment. All the old settings disappeared as if they had never existed. The financial limitations that had restricted your progress were erased. The dysfunctional relationship patterns that had caused pain and disappointment were wiped away. The health restrictions that had limited your strength and well-being were deleted. The timeline delays that had kept you waiting far longer than necessary were completely removed. Every configuration that had caused your life to operate incorrectly was being wiped clean. But the process did not stop there. After the darkness covered the screens for a brief moment, I watched something new begin to happen. One by one, new configurations started loading into place. But these were not the same settings that had been there before. These were upgraded beyond anything that had previously existed. Where financial struggle had once been present, abundance protocols were being installed. Where relationship dysfunction had existed, divine connection programming was now loading. Where health limitations had been operating, supernatural wellness settings were activating. Where delays had dominated your timeline, acceleration parameters were being configured. The reset was not simply removing the old, it was replacing it with something far greater. And what was being installed was infinitely better than what had been there before. As these new configurations continued loading across the screens, something even more powerful happened inside that control room. The entire atmosphere shifted again. Then the voice of God filled the room. It was not distant. It was not faint. His voice carried authority that resonated through every corner of that heavenly control center. When he spoke, everything paused as if all of heaven was listening. And this is what he said: "Tell my chosen one that this reset is not optional. It has already begun. The old configurations are being deleted right now." The new settings are already loading. They may not immediately see the evidence in the natural world, but the reset is fully active in the spiritual realm. And whatever begins in the spirit will always manifest in the natural. Then he continued speaking with even greater clarity. What was broken is now being repaired. What was incorrect is now being corrected. What was restricted is now being accelerated. The divine reset has been initiated, and there is no returning to the old settings. From this moment forward, the only direction is forward. When the voice of God finished speaking, the weight of those words filled the entire room, and I immediately understand as well. This vision was not symbolic, it was literal. Right now, heaven is resetting your life. But for you to recognize the reset when it begins appearing in your everyday reality, you must understand exactly what areas of your life are being reconfigured. because this reset touches every part of your existence. Before we continue, there is something important you need to do. This action may seem simple, but it carries spiritual agreement. Type these words in the comments right now. My life is being reset. When you write those words, you are agreeing with what heaven has already started. You are aligning your voice with the reset that has been activated over your life. And agreement matters. The angels assigned to carry out this reset are waiting for your agreement. When you declare that your life is being reset, you are confirming that you accept what heaven has already initiated. So take a moment and type it now. There is something else you should do as well. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, you need to do that immediately and turn on every notification. The messages that follow this one will help you understand how to function with the new settings that are being installed in your life. Many people receive a divine upgrade, but because they do not learn how to operate within it, they slowly drift back into old patterns. Do not allow that to happen to you. Now let me begin explaining what is being reset so you can recognize it when it starts appearing in your daily life. The first system being reset is your financial operating system. The settings that have controlled your finances up until this moment are being completely erased. The invisible ceiling that limited how much you could earn, no matter how hard you worked, is being deleted. The frustrating pattern where unexpected expenses consumed every extra dollar is being removed. The cycle where you constantly felt behind financially, regardless of your efforts, is being terminated. All of those financial configurations that kept you struggling are being wiped away. But remember, a reset is not only about deleting what was wrong, it is also about installing something new. New financial settings are now being activated. Abundance protocols that were never functioning before are beginning to load. Provision channels that were previously blocked are starting to open. Income streams that did not exist in your life before are now being prepared. The financial system that is replacing the old one does not operate the same way. The old system functioned through scarcity. The new system functions through supernatural supply. The old system depended only on how hard you worked. The new system responds to divine favor. The old system had strict limits. The new system carries unlimited capacity. And during the vision, I heard God speak again concerning your finances, and this is what God declared over your finances during that reset. The old financial settings kept them trapped in survival mode. The new settings will establish them in abundance mode. They will no longer struggle endlessly for provision. Provision will begin pursuing them. They will not live in constant stress about money anymore. Resources will begin flowing to them from places they never even knew existed. The financial reset is not about increasing what they previously had. It is about giving them access to what they were never able to access before, a completely different level of financial operation. When I heard those words, I understood that the financial system governing your life is being rewritten, and the results will begin to show themselves sooner than you think. Within the next 15 days, you may begin noticing the first evidence that your financial settings have changed. Something that used to be extremely difficult could suddenly become simple. A financial opportunity you were not searching for might suddenly appear. A new income source you never expected could begin forming. You may even find opportunities starting to pursue you instead of you chasing them. When those things begin happening, understand this clearly. It is not coincidence. It is the new financial system coming online in your life. But finances are not the only system being reset. The second area being completely reconfigured is your relationship operating system. The patterns that once controlled the relationships in your life are now being erased. The tendency to attract the wrong people is being deleted. The painful pattern of giving your energy to those who only take without returning anything is being removed. The exhausting cycle of investing deeply in connections that never reciprocate is being terminated. All the relationship configurations that kept you surrounded by disappointment, isolation, or toxic individuals are being wiped away. Now, new relationship settings are beginning to load. Divine connection protocols are being installed, discernment systems that help you recognize authentic people versus counterfeit ones are activating. Healthy boundaries that protect your peace while still allowing real connection are being configured. The new relationship system does not operate like the old one did. The old system attracted people based on emotional need. The new system attracts people based on divine assignment. The old system tolerated dysfunction. The new system allows only healthy connection. The old relationship system drained your energy and left you frustrated. The new system energizes and strengthens you. God spoke over your relationships during this reset and declared the old settings allowed the wrong people to access their life. The new settings will only allow access to those I have assigned. Toxic people will no longer remain. Fake friends will be filtered out. Time wasters will be removed. And in their place, I am sending divine connections, people who will support your purpose, celebrate your victories, and add value to your journey. If you are feeling the weight of this word right now, take a moment and hit the like button. That small action helps this message reach someone else who desperately needs to know their life is being reset. One click could change another person's trajectory completely. Within the next 22 days, you will start seeing signs of the relationship reset. Someone who has been draining your energy or holding you back may suddenly leave your life. Connections you assumed were permanent may nature. We fade away. At the same time, new individuals who align with your destiny and calling will start entering your life. These new connections will feel different. They will match where you are going, not where you have been. This is the new relational system activating. The reset is already manifesting. The third system being reset is your health operating system. The physical, mental, and emotional settings that have governed your wellness are being recalibrated. Chronic conditions that resisted healing are being deleted from your configuration. Mental battles that kept repeating over and over are being erased at the source. Persistent fatigue or low energy, regardless of rest, is being corrected. The systems that allowed your body and mind to function below capacity are being replaced. New health protocols are now loading. Supernatural wellness settings are activating. Mental clarity systems are coming online, removing confusion and brain fog. Energy optimization parameters are being installed, restoring vitality and endurance. The new health system operates differently from the old one. The old system reacted only to symptoms. The new system is proactive, preventing problems before they appear. The old system kept you surviving. The new system positions you to thrive. God spoke directly over your health during this reset and said, "The old settings allowed the enemy access to your body and mind. The new settings activate my healing power as the default response to any threat. Your health will no longer be compromised. Mental torment will no longer find purchase in your mind. I am restoring you to the original design, complete wellness, total wholeness, and supernatural vitality. Within the next 30 days, you will begin noticing significant changes in your physical and mental health. Symptoms that once lingered persistently will start to diminish. In that seemed constant will ease. Mental clarity that was absent will return. Energy that had been drained will be restored. This is not gradual improvement. It is the health reset activating. The new wellness system is coming online, fully operational and aligned with divine design. The fourth system being reset is your purpose operating system. The settings that have governed your calling, assignment, and destiny are being completely reconfigured. Confusion about your true path. Those settings are being erased. Frustration over doors that never opened. Those blockages are being removed. That feeling of being stuck in the wrong place. Misalignment that kept you there is being terminated. Every purpose setting that had you operating off track is being wiped out. New purpose configurations are loading. Clarity protocols that reveal your true calling are being installed. Open door systems that grant access to your assignments are activating. Alignment parameters that position you in the right place at the perfect time are being set. The new purpose system does not operate like the old one. The old system kept you searching. The new system reveals your path with crystal clarity. The old system left you knocking on closed doors. The new system opens doors before you even knock. The old system left you questioning if you were on the right path. The new system confirms your assignment every step of the way. God spoke over your purpose during this reset and declared, the old settings kept you wondering when you should have been walking in confidence. The new settings will remove every doubt. You will see your calling clearly, understand your assignment fully, and doors aligned with your destiny will swing open effortlessly. The purpose reset is not only about knowing what to do, it is about being positioned to do it. Clarity and opportunity are coming together simultaneously. Within the next 45 days, revelation about your calling will begin to unfold. Something will click in your spirit that brings everything into focus. You will understand why certain seasons closed, why certain doors never opened, and why specific experiences were necessary. Simultaneously, new opportunities perfectly aligned with your purpose will start presenting themselves. This is the purpose reset manifesting. The new operating system is combining clarity with access, unlocking both at the same time. The fifth and final system being reset is your timeline operating system. This reset is the most powerful because it impacts every other area of your life. The settings controlling your timing, your seasons, and your pace are being completely erased. Delays that slowed your progress are being removed. Patterns that kept you waiting years for what should have taken months are being terminated. Every timeline configuration that forced you to move in slow motion is being wiped clean. New timeline settings are now loading. Acceleration protocols that compress time are being installed. Fast-track systems that propel you ahead of schedule are activating. Divine speed parameters that make breakthroughs occur supernaturally fast are being configured. The new timeline system does not operate like the old one. The old system moved at natural pace. The new system moves at supernatural speed. The old system required years for breakthroughs. The new system delivers results in moments. The old system made you wait. The new system allows you to receive immediately. God spoke directly over your timeline during this reset. He said, the enemy tampered with your timeline to make you feel late, to convince you that your moment had passed, and to keep you believing you had missed your chance. But I am restoring your timeline to my original design. You are not late. You are perfectly on time. What the enemy delayed for years, I will release in days. What should have taken decades, I am accomplishing in weeks. Within the next 60 days, you will witness events unfolding that once seemed impossible. Promises that were delayed will suddenly appear. Dreams you thought were lost will be resurrected. Breakthroughs that should have taken years will manifest in days. This is the timeline reset in motion. Time itself is being reconfigured in your favor, accelerating everything in alignment with your divine destiny. Now understand this clearly. The divine reset is not happening in the future. It began the moment God spoke, rest initiated at 5:55 this morning. As you read these words, old settings are being deleted and new ones installed. You may not see evidence in the natural realm yet, but the process is active in the spiritual realm, and what is happening in the spirit will always manifest naturally. There is one critical thing you must know. The enemy is aware that your reset has begun. He witnessed the old settings being erased and the new ones loading, and he is in absolute panic. Over the next 72 hours, he may attempt to disrupt your progress. He may send distractions, create chaos, or plant doubts to make you question whether the reset is real. Do not be deceived. Just as a computer goes dark during a reboot, what appears like inactivity or disorder is not failure. It is the reset in process. The darkness and apparent chaos are simply the old systems being removed, so the new systems can fully activate. Trust it. Trust the one who initiated it. I also saw in that vision a protective barrier form around your reset. Nothing could penetrate it. Attacks, distractions, negative words. Every attempt to interfere was blocked. Your reset is protected. It cannot be stopped, delayed, or cancelled. Heaven has begun it, and heaven will complete it. Now take authority over this reset with a prayer of declaration. Say it out loud. Father God, Master Programmer of Destinies, I receive the divine reset over my life. I agree with the deletion of every wrong setting. Every financial limitation is erased. Every relationship dysfunction is removed. Every health restriction is deleted. Every purpose confusion is terminated. Every timeline delay is wiped out. I receive all settings being reset. I receive the installation of new settings, abundance protocols, divine connection systems, supernatural health configurations, clarity of purpose, and accelerated timelines. I am not who I was. I am operating at a new level. The reset is complete in spirit and is manifesting in the natural. My life will never be the same. I am your reset is sealed. The activation is complete. Now finalize the process, like this video, to confirm your agreement in the spiritual realm. Subscribe and turn on notifications to receive guidance on functioning in your new settings. Share this message with someone who needs a reset and take a physical action that symbolizes the deletion of old systems and installation of new ones. Every part of your life, financial, relational, health, purpose, timeline, has been upgraded. The old settings are gone. The new settings are active. You will operate at levels you never imagined, accessing dimensions you never knew existed. Walk in it. Live it. The divine reset has been completed. Your new life has begun.